ENTV today, I have fabulous people. These fabulous people are part of the Catapult program, and these fabulous people are just doing a smashing job in the Catapult program, blowing up their own niche-based Facebook group. I'm gonna introduce them now. We're gonna talk about what's going on in the world, what's going on in their groups, because each of these people, wonderful people, have launched their own movements. And so we're going to learn about that. So first of all, welcome here, Jini, Paul, and Lori. It's fun to be here with you on a Saturday morning. How are you all feeling today?
Great. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good Saturday morning.
Excellent. And Lori, how are you?
I'm great.
Okay, well, let's get right to it. So you're also, yeah. That's it. ENTV, she founded Be Awesome Networks. That's why she says that. So Jini Wimmer is the founder of Women's Empower Network. Paul Kellogg, along with his daughter and his wife, is blown up Empowered Soul Network, and then Lori launched Be Awesome Network. So we're going to hear from them all today. But first of all, big congrats to the three of you. You guys have been involved, Paul and Jini, for 5 months and a bit in Catapult, and you guys were with me in the first cohort. And you're still going. I'm really proud of you. It's been 5.5 months and you're still going. And we're going to talk about what's happening for you. And then Lori, you're one of the newcomers to the party, and you're getting close to 2 months old. And thanks for helping reignite all of us, Lori. So let's go first, Paul Kellogg. Can we start with you? We usually start with the ladies. Let's start with the gentlemen today. So Paul, welcome here. And what do you want to tell the good people of ENTV today about Empowered Soul Network, about Catapult, about how do you have always that permanent smile on your face, Paul? What is your secret sauce there?
Thank you, Amos. I have been enamored the last couple of weeks by a particular person that we interviewed here who has a big following around the country, and watching some of his podcasts and so on, the idea of commitment, dedication, follow-up, the constant effective use of time. I've realized that is the secret sauce, if you will, of growing, any kind of business, to create a community. I think we're now close to 4,200 people, and we're a little over that. I'm learning how I could do that even more. I'm not satisfied and content with the idea that here we are with, a large group of people that's going to continue to grow. I want to grow myself, and this is helping me to grow myself more. It's helping me to find out where my kinks are, where my weaknesses are, my own methods, and how I can improve that. So this is as much as starting a Facebook group, it's also been expanding my own inner community of what's here and how I want to balance that and grow that. And kind of had a couple of lulls here over the past month, some technology issues, and so just sticking with it. Just stay with no matter what. Don't let anything become an excuse for I can't do this or can't do that. It's just finding the solutions. And we found a solution this past week to help us go live again rather than having to post in the groups, which is fine. But there's nothing like going live and being out there strong and solid and ready. So I'm just excited about continuing this. I'm also excited about some of the trainings that people have been asking us for, to be able to start providing that and sharing that so that people can also find their niche and telling their story more and getting more awareness of who they are and what they're doing. I got to tell you, I'm an Olympics fanatic. I love the Olympics. And no matter what, the stories all revolve around how dedicated they are, how much time they put into practicing over and over and over again. And that's the classic story that we have here with our Catapult programs. It's people, it's us all providing that space and that kind of sanctuary of safe space for people to tell their stories. And there's so many great stories out there, and I just want to keep being a part of that, and then also helping people to tell their story better, tell it more clearly, and so on. So I'm continuing to learn to do it myself. So that's a piece of where Empowered Soul Network is at the moment.
Amazing. And I'm going to be linking Empowered Soul Network. So you're watching this, go and check out Paul and Sandra Kellogg's group, Empowered Soul Network, along with Susan Kellogg, Paul's wife. Paul, something I really appreciate you is you keep going. You keep going. You take the long-term approach. And, Catapult will try you, as you said, because it's a bigger deal to start a movement. And you guys have successfully done that. And now you're having people, it's starting to pay off, not just with the connections, which are wonderful. And as you've shared before, the most transformational part of this is potentially the interviews you get to do and the people you get to give space to and hold space to, and it changes you as a person. But I'm just thrilled that you're a part of the Catapult program. So thanks for being here today, Paul, and congrats on just being a leader, simply stepping up and being a leader over and over. It's amazing to watch.
Jini will say the same thing, but your mentorship and your coaching and all of us, you've shown up and you've delivered. You made some commitments to us to help us do things, and there's nothing like having somebody who is growing themselves, because you've talked about how you're growing too, but shares their expertise, shares their wisdom, and helps the rest of the people to rise up to that and bypass them, in terms of, and that's the greatest leadership in my mind, is somebody who wants people to go further than they've gone. And your dedication to that, Amos, is second to none. And I know we're just really, grateful, immensely grateful to how you've shown up too for us.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate that. Well, thanks. And we'll go next to Jini Wimmer. Jini joined Catapult program after I interviewed her, and literally we had not met. And then Jini, you can maybe give some context of the story of how you came here, but she's just done so well. Women's Empower Network, it's a women only group, and to be able to, and Jini is a fighter. She is someone that has been through a lot, and she kicks her own ass into gear. And she comes and she says, I'm sick and tired of my bullshit, when she lets something get away, and she gets back on it. And I'm just so impressed by Jini Wimmer. So Jini, can you tell the audience a bit of your secret sauce of how you've been able to, blow up in 5 months, a women's only group to, what are you at now? 3,300 members? It's women's only?
Yeah, 3,400 this morning. Yeah.
Okay, congrats. So can you give people a bit of your story, and I'll tag your group, please.
Well, it's really funny that I finally just started calling myself on my BS, my belief systems, and that even as an introvert, you can do this. I love intimate relationships, and this turned out to be the perfect platform where I can do one-on-one and really get to know all the new members that show up to do the interviews. And it's women supporting women. And before I met you, I was praying for a tribe. I had lost my husband. I live out in the mountains, and I had really got myself isolated. It's so easy for me to I love being with myself in nature, but something was calling me. And I had a friend that Paul knows, Christine Baker, and she sent me an email. Hey, you got to check out this group with Amos. Yeah, sure. Week later, she sends me another one. You got to go. You really should check this out. Yeah. The third time, I'm like, okay, fine. Just let me do this so she'll quit bugging me. And then she couldn't be there. We did, I don't know what you call it, first date, Paul, where you introduced me. And then and then the next thing I know, I'm doing an interview, and I don't have internet out where I live. So I'm sitting in my car downtown in my little town, interviewing with Amos. First time I've been on camera. If 6 months ago, if you said I'd be on camera every day, I wouldn't have believed you. I had so much anxiety about being seen and just putting myself out there. And now I've just, 5 months in, I've really embraced it. I'm super, super excited about you know, after the first week, this is so much bigger than me. It's international. We have 12 countries of women supporting other women. Like you said, and with the 3,400 members, we represent 89 countries. Blowing me away. Yeah, right? And now we're getting ready to move into the next phase where I am all the founders, and all it takes to be a founder is to come do a live interview in the group, let us get to know you, hear your story and journey that it might inspire other women, and invite some friends. And then you become a founder and so many more other benefits. And now I'm in the mindset. Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough, you can have the life that you want if you help enough people get what they want. So now I want to support all the women that have supported me in this group, help them get what they want so that they can help other women, so it can have this rippling effect so that we all can live our best life. And to be a part with these amazing other cohorts and relationships that we're building, and you, Amos, and I just went on my gut. You interviewed me. I just had a feeling about you and didn't even know really what the hell I was saying yes to, but I did. And it's just, I've grown so much. I couldn't, and I'm just getting started. I mean, I'm only 5 months old and there's so much to learn, but it's just, you know, like Paul said, it has its ups and downs. It's not always easy. It is a lot of fun. You have a lot of support. You're not, you know, I spent many years being a solopreneur. So this is a place where you can get the love and support and acceptance and safety of just sharing that voice. If you have family members or friends that are well-meaning and are stifling you, but you know that you're called for more, or you have a story or something, don't waste 20 years like I did. Call yourself on your BS and just show up. Come check us out. You know, you want to just chat with me, connect with me. I'll be happy to chat with you. But I'm the things that are gonna happen are happening is just blowing my mind. All because I said yes.
I can't believe you guys are only five. It's like 5.5 months in. You, Paul and Jini, like I'm thinking back to when you guys first signed up. Well, Paul, you actually were the first one to sign up. Last December when I said, Paul, I think I found out kind of this, you know, a few key elements of blowing up a Facebook group. It took me 11 months to figure it out. But when I told you, you signed up in December, sight unseen. And I was like, okay, well, then I guess I have to build the program because I just sold it to Paul. Which is why, as an entrepreneur, never build your program until you can sell it. Because until you can sell it, you don't know if your marketing messaging is correct. You never go and build your program until you've already sold it. Then you know that your marketing messaging works. So then you go and deliver on your thing. So, Paul, thank you for believing in me. And Jini, thanks for, you know, adding more face to the fire, because it was you and the rest of the first cohort that gave me faith that I could actually be a coach. I told you guys, I never thought I could even coach. I'm like, I don't know how to coach. Coaches seem like they're super patient people. I've struggled with patience in my life. How do you both inspire and also encourage people? What is that dance look like? I'm sure it's different for every person, but you know, and then we get to Lori, and it's part of the second cohort, and Lori came along and has been inspiring all of us. And so Lori Phillips launched the Be Awesome Network. And Lori, you're a month and a half and a couple of days old, and you're setting new records. Do you want to talk about what's happening in your group in the last 7 weeks? Yesterday, you're 7 weeks old as of yesterday. Please.
Yeah, well, thank you. Well, I just feel like I'm coming, you know how it is when someone starts the momentum and you're kind of along for the ride. You join the current, I guess you could say, like that like in Australia, that current that can just underwater, you can just get in there and it just goes. Yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm riding the wave. I'm riding the wave of you guys who started this. And, you know, so I've reaped the benefits of going somewhere that someone else has already gone. So, thank you all for what you've done to create the path that I'm on. And it's just been an amazing ride. Like I've been on my own journey, like, you know, the start of my Be Awesome Network, it was kind of getting emotional right now. It was the start of me, like, kind of becoming something new, you know, somebody new. It was so, yeah, I just feel really grateful that it's so overwhelming to be leading a group of people that, you know, they're just like jumping on board and coming into the group and sharing their stories, and the momentum is crazy, and it's just got this energy that's so exciting. And, you know, I don't know, I just feel very blessed and honored that, you know, when I said yes, I didn't really know what I was saying yes to. I mean, I had kind of I had examples of groups that were forming and, you know, had already been created. So I did have that to look to. But yeah, it's just been amazing, because I mean, I knew I would grow, but I didn't expect to feel as connected, and like, this is like a new mission for me, like a new, kind of like a rebirth, I guess I would say, like for myself. And then like helping other people find that in their own lives, like, you know, just to share their story and get their message out there. And it's been pretty incredible, obviously.
Well, thank you, Lori. Thanks for being here. You guys are all leaders, and it's an honor to be able to work with you in Catapult, because I've told all of you this many times, and I'm sure you guys know this as coaches, you end up learning from the people that you're so-called leading, because I'm leading you and you're leading me, and I'm teaching you and you're teaching me. That's how it works. And so I'm thrilled just to be able to honor you guys. So congrats on another amazing week in Catapult, of serving people, of starting to realize your own visions. You're starting to get clarity, Jini, more and more clarity, Paul. Lori, even though you're newer to the table, you're starting to see what's going to happen, and it's changing your life, obviously. And so any closing thoughts before we wrap up here, Paul?
I just want anybody that's watching this, and we had some sharings about what Catapult is and so on, but probably the most important thing about what I'm hearing and feeling in myself too is the stepping up to a new plateau of living, of being, of expressing, of sharing. You know, Jini, you know, I've done that. You know, I've been in a car, you know, on a radio show, you know, on my phone, you know, because there wasn't anything else I could do, you know, and to just step out and try it, and to get to and to know that it's going to be safe to do that. And then the joy of what Lori is sharing, of being able to do something that inside I've always wanted to do that, but I've never found the way to do that or the solution. So it has felt alone, you know, and I think a lot of us in some ways sometimes have felt alone about, we want to be of service, we want to give, we want to share, but where and how do we go, where and how do we go do that? So my message is for anybody that's watching this, if you feel any of these kinds of feelings, you know, this is an important thing to check out. You know, get an interview done if you haven't had an interview, because that will be a healing unto itself. Just doing that with any of us, with Amos, it's a new thing. And a lot of people have never had that happen before. And I know all of you have done, we've all done interviews with, oh, I'm a little nervous, you know, I've never done this, or, you know, it's been a while. And to step out like everybody's done here is very powerful. And you will feel these emotions. You will feel fear and scared about stepping out. You will uncover the BS that has been hidden, you know, and it'll challenge you. But if you want to be of service to yourself, and then help the world, then come and join us.
Thanks,
You know
Paul.
what I would say is, you know, if you've been treating your business like a hobby and you really want, you have a dream and a desire, but your actions and the way you run your business isn't matching with that desire, and you want accountability and really ready to take yourself serious, you know, come do it. You know, as Amos is always telling us, just do it messy. Just, you know, but just the important thing is just do it. And, you know, I didn't take myself real serious in the beginning. And so and now it's just, I feel like I'm just starting to come alive and getting excited. And, you know, it's taken me almost 6 months to get there. But yeah, if you really want to challenge yourself and really want to grow and really put your money where your mouth is, this is the group to do it in, because the support is next to nothing. I mean, I've been around the sun a few times, and I've been on many programs, and I have never, ever had the love and support and consistency and accessibility to somebody like Amos, who's on this journey with us. We're all on it together. And, you know, and when he shares his mess ups and everything, you know, it makes you feel safe. It gives you permission to know that it's okay if you mess up, and that we're here to help you and just to grow into who you were meant to be and who you want to be. So I'd say just do it.
Okay. Lori.
Yeah. Well, I would definitely agree with both Paul and Jini on that, because obviously it's changed my life. It's changed all of our lives, just being a part of the Catapult program, and then also being a part of a network of family, friends, you know, people to come along the journey with. Like, you're not just taking a course and following it on your own and watching videos and taking notes. You actually have like feedback, and I would say too that like it really is inspiring to be a part of a group of other leaders who are on their own journey. And, you know, you can, if you're feeling a little uninspired, you can get inspired, you know, by the others. And yeah, so I just feel very grateful. And I feel like our groups too, especially these three represented here, along with ENTV today, they really want to inspire people. And that's kind of what I was wanting when I started with the Awesome Network. And yeah, the inspiration is sometimes hard to muster up on your own, but when you're with a group of people and you're in a network, where you can find that inspiration. And that's what I try to do every day, is like, you know, have something for someone to be inspired by. So, and you guys inspire me. So thank you.
Thanks, Lori. Well, this is your invitation. If you're watching this broadcast and you're someone that, as Jini said, wants to step it up a whole nother level, and you want to make a global impact, one of the benefits is you're going to have a lot of warm leads come in the door. When you choose to monetize, it's a lot easier to sell when you've served your ass off in your community and people have seen you faithfully show up 100 times in actual service, holding space for others. And so, yeah, it'll solve that issue in your business. We're looking for a never-ending stream of warm leads. But the reason why I did this, and probably the reason why you're hearing today, the heart behind this is because these people care about people. Jini, Paul, and Lori care about people, and they want to fulfill and discover their mission. If you're someone that has a mission, whether you can articulate it or not, but you know you're called to something, Catapult might be the vehicle for you. Comment Catapult below, or hit me up on a message, or reach out to Jini, Paul, or Lori and ask them questions about Catapult. Check out what's going on in their groups. I'll link all their groups here. And the vision of Catapult is by next year sometime, I'd like to have help blow up 100 niche-based Facebook groups in all sorts of niches. Crypto, real estate, yoga, fitness, whatever, cooking, dog training, car mechanics, like whatever, parenting, coaching. So there's lots of opportunity. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks Jini, Paul, and Lori for joining me, and congrats. You guys are continuously just showing up faithfully, and I really admire it. And I'm grateful to be able to work with you in Catapult.
Thank you, Amos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, see you soon, everyone.